You would have definitely heard the phrase, comparison is a thief of joy, but is it? Hey everyone, welcome back to another new video, and I'm going to jump straight into today's topic. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We always compare ourselves to someone out there on the internet or someone in your classroom. We do that, don't we? So we always get this advice that we should never compare ourselves to someone else out there. We should never compare our art progress. We should never compare our art style. But I don't think it works that way, and let me explain. The main advantage of comparing yourself with someone else is that you learn. You learn about their techniques, you learn about their tricks, and you learn about how they do it, what they do it, and why they do it at that particular time. So if you keep looking at your own artwork and you don't have anyone else to look up to, anyone else to compare to, then you're just going to be stuck. You're not going to learn anything. You're going to be stuck with your own perception and you won't get another viewpoint. You won't get another perception. So it's not going to help you at all. That leads to my second point, and that is it helps you to find your mistakes. And this point goes to both your reference image and also someone else's artwork. When you're using your reference image, then you need to compare your reference from time to time so that you can understand what mistakes you're making and why isn't it turning out to be the reference image. And when it comes to someone else's artwork, let's say that you're copying someone else's tutorial or you're following along a tutorial or you're going to remake something that another person made, then if you're not comparing your work with someone else, then you cannot find out the mistakes. You won't know what you're doing wrong and what that person did right to achieve that kind of a drawing. So you need to compare yourself from that person, how they do that, how they did that, and then improve on your own. Also, when you compare yourself with someone else's, then it's going to give you areas that you can work on. Let's say you take someone else's artwork on one side and your own artwork on the other, and you compare these two. If you genuinely feel like their artwork is better than yours, then you should study their artwork. You need to try to find out what they're doing different from you and what they're doing right. Maybe let's say they have an even nice blending, a smooth shading, whatever it is. If you think that theirs is better than yours, then that's the point that you need to work on. You should work on your blending, you should work on your shading and things like that. If you don't compare it like this, then you're not going to get any feedback. And that leads me to my next point, and that is comparing yourself with someone else is going to set standards for yourself. When I was a beginner, I didn't even know how to use color pencils, and the way that I'm using right now seemed impossible to me because all the things that I've been taught in school is just simple shading. So when I got serious about my art, I searched all these YouTube tutorials, and this Kirsty Partridge art girl came up, and when I saw her video, I was just so amazed. I didn't know that it was possible to use color pencils like that. And that really showed me the potential of these color pencils and where I am at and where I can be in the future. So it really helps you to set your standards when you compare yourself with someone else. Which leads me to my final point, is that it's going to give you certain goals to achieve. When you compare yourself with someone else's artwork, then it's going to be kind of like a reality check. You're going to realize at what skill level you are, and it's going to give you a better picture about the areas that you need to work on so that you'll work on it more. When you realize your own flaws and your own mistakes by yourself, that's exactly when you start to grow. With everything that I said right now, I just want to be clear. I don't want you to go and compare yourself with everyone out there and feel bad. That's not the intention of this video. I just want you to understand that you should compare yourself to someone else out there in a positive frame of mind. I'm not telling you that you're not good at something. I'm just telling you that there are so many people out there that you can learn from. When you get into this kind of learning mindset, then you're going to learn faster, you're going to grow faster, and you're going to improve your art skills like crazy. So finally, what I'm trying to tell you is that comparison is good for you, but only when you do it in the correct way. And as for the materials that I used for this particular drawing, I'll leave every single one of them in the description box down below, along with the names of the colors that I used for this drawing. And if you want to recreate this one, then I'll leave link to the Pinterest pin in the description box down below, so don't forget to check that out. When you recreate it, don't forget to share it with me on Pinterest and tag me on Instagram so that I can see your artwork. And until next time, bye everybody, take care.